Did you guys have a bad day in the stock market? I did. Did you guys think the market was going to go down because of the war? I did. But I did not think that the market would go down like this. So today, we're going to talk about what investments we can profit from, not from war, but how we can make some money if the market continues to go down because of the conflict between Iran and Israel. But as always, what's going on, y'all? Hope all is well. 16 years of practicing as a certified financial planner here in beautiful Jacksonville, Florida. We've seen days like this. And when the market does go down because of conflict, it does not feel good. But before we get started, though, like, subscribe, share to our channel as we continue to grow. And we're going to talk about how your money might grow in bad times like this.
Interest rates, because the USDC token is backed by actual assets, and in particular assets that are in bank accounts or are in treasuries generating interest. That amounts to now hundreds of millions of dollars per year, approaching $1 billion per year for Coinbase alone for their stablecoin revenue.
So think about that. The revenue of Coinbase by itself, all that because of treasury bonds. So when we talked about last month that the federal government bought $1.3 billion of Bitcoin, they know what's going on.
Circle is the partner, the other 50% owner, and now runs the USDC token. It's also possible that they're going to go public in 2024. So it's worth thinking about exactly what sort of opportunity there is there to get a little bit of a head start if they do IPO this year. I'm going to start with this chart of the 10-year Treasury security rate. And this is from the St. Louis Fed. So you can see that this goes down to 0.5, 0.6% in the middle of 2020. That was when things were at their lowest. But let's compress the timeline a little bit here to 2023. Now,
this is important, right? We want to zoom out, right? Because we always talk about rates. As we can see, rates being very, very high in 2023. And now, of course, down like they are now. And so my baby, TMF, when that thing goes back up, we're going to get a nice amount of money.
Rates are at 3.8%, climb all the way to nearly 5% at the end of 2023. But then rates started to drop earlier this year. And this is one of the things that the market was reacting to pretty positively. Stocks went up, crypto actually went up. But now over the last couple of months, we have seen an increase in interest rates and a sharp increase in the last week or so. We're now at about 4.55%. What this means is that the USDC token and the treasuries and the interest-bearing assets behind it are going to be making more money in the second quarter when interest rates are higher than they were in the first quarter.
And what does that mean for my baby, TMF? Well, as this goes higher, TMF goes lower. That's why it might not be good to be in TMF right now. For my clients, we actually got out of it. Not quick enough, though. But we did get out of it. So if interest rates continue to go up and TMF continues to go down, clients aren't affected by it. But we'll stop it here because he continues to talk about Coinbase. And with the market being down like crazy today, Coinbase is something that went down as well that we probably want to look into from a long-term standpoint. And this is why. Well, my profiteers, look at this. Coinbase, right, at its high, it opened up higher at $435 a share, went down, went up, and look at this, since 2021, down by 92%. And a lot of people think or thought, especially when Bitcoin was going down, Coinbase was a sham. But my friends, that sham has been shimmying up. How much as it sees? Oh, go back, won't we? Right? From up as high as 770%. Oh, my goodness. But 600% now. So since its bottom, now, of course, nobody could time that bottom when it was at $31 a share. But if we did $31 a share to now, wowzers. Wowzers indeed. But we think that with the war that we talked about, that is maybe going to happen, preferably was not happening, or it will not happen, we do know one thing is going to happen. And we know Coinbase is going to go down. Reason why, right? Because we have the Bitcoin halving. When the Bitcoin halving happens, typically we have some type of retracement. People are going to say, oh, the halving happened. Usually after the halving, Bitcoin doubles, it triples, which historically it has at least double, right? But it takes time. It's not like you snap your fingers and then right then and there, Bitcoin goes up. You're going to have ups and downs. And believe you me, when all the downs happen, the news are going to pound on it like crazy. And then people have buyer's remorse, right? They sell, 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 or they don't do anything. Coinbase goes down, right? Bitcoin's a scam. Crypto's a scam. People sell all their stuff, don't trade anymore, don't do the things they're doing now, and Bitcoin may go down. Now, I think after halving, it's going to go, in my humble opinion, to over 100,000 a coin. By the end of the year, maybe 140,000 a coin, which is double where it is now. We shall see. But Coinbase will go down. So we have short term now with the war, and Coinbase was down by 9% today, right? But I definitely think over the next few days, it may go down more, especially if we have bad news from a market standpoint. Market goes down, something like this that has been on a huge run, it's going to go down quicker. So possibility from a gapping standpoint, we all like stocks when they gap up. We don't like it when it gaps down. So if it goes down, it has to fill this gap. And if we look here, the gap it would fill, right? That gets us another 7%. And if it breaks the candle, that gives us another 24%. Now, I don't know if Coinbase is going to go down by 24%, but wouldn't that be a great buying opportunity, knowing that historically Bitcoin goes up after the halving eventually, knowing that retail investors right now are not in the Bitcoin like they were during the Bitcoin run of 2021? Now, we know FOMO is going to take in place. So when will that happen with Bitcoin? Will that be when it gets 75,000, when it gets 80,000, 90,000? But when the retail investors go into cryptocurrency and Bitcoin in general, the number one exchange is Coinbase. So let's say it does gap down because of the war and because of the halving where miners ain't making money and miners are selling their stuff and then the price of it goes down. Let's say that does happen. Well, just to get back to where it was a few weeks ago, we look here in Coinbase again, we think about the gap down and back to a gap up. This is almost 100% gain from $145 a share when the candle first started to then $283 a share where it was literally a month ago. So we might have some pain for 2 or 3 weeks, maybe even a month or month and a half, especially after the halving when Bitcoin doesn't explode like people think and Coinbase goes down. We buy it as it fills the gap or fills the whole candle. If it fills the gap, that's a 50% gain, right? If it just fills the gap from a technical standpoint, we're at, 36%. Does the whole candle from a up, look at that, 66%, from what it is. I said 100. Being cautious, but if we're up by 65% in a matter of 4 or 5 months from now, are we upset or happy about that? So yes, it is not fun right now what's going on with Israel and Iran. Prayerfully, nothing happens to anybody. I know they shot down all those drones with smooth precision, and hopefully that was just warning shots like Drake and Kendrick, and no more bombs being thrown over because nobody wants to see anybody hurt. But if the market continues to go down, Coinbase, in my opinion, is going to go down more. And after the halving, when Bitcoin doesn't explode, people will get out of it. And then when it does start to grow, those retail investors download their Coinbase app and get to work. And when that happens, Coinbase has a huge potential to get back to where it was. If it does go down to fill the gap, we're looking at a 36 to 60% gain, depending on how far it goes down. But comment below what y'all think. You think Coinbase might be an investment over time? You guys think it's going to be a war or not a war? Hopefully it's not. But always, love is love. Let's make some paper profits together, y'all. Peace.
Making no money mistakes, make a payment on your bills and you still late, yeah. Pay for profits to help you seek change, and you just wanna get paid, yeah. Tired of making no money mistakes, make a payment on your bills and you still late, pay for profits to help you seek change, yeah. Cut the show and just listen. You wanna feel empowered by making money decisions. Residual by the hours can get you a better living. been check to check, you know, and it could be different, you know.